Okay, welcome back to the Social Club. We're talking Jamie Vardy. He equalled Ruud Van Nistelrooy's 10-goal consecutive scoring streak at the weekend. Amazing. The big question is, though, can he go on to break it? They're taking on Man United of all clubs as well at the weekend. The opportunity is there to break a former player's record. Can he do it?
I'm going to put it out there and say no.
In your face, Vardy.
Fall back.
Yeah. Don't chat shit.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah,
You'll get banged.
we'll get banged. Yeah.
So no, you genuinely don't think he's going to do it?
No, but now I've said it, he probably will.
Good.
On camera, however.
I think, again, it's in true fantasy football style. I've cottoned on to the Vardy bandwagon too late to take advantage of it, and I just feel like I actually put him in last week, so obviously I got something from it, but it feels like all the odds are against him. He's not that good. He's clearly good.
All the odds have been against him all his life.
Well, exactly, yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah,
like,
that's why everyone loves it.
He played for Blackpool. That's worse enough. So. For me, he's just going to smash it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 2 because, he must be so hyped up and he must be running on pure adrenaline every single day.
Yeah.
I just don't see how he couldn't bring himself to do it and just put himself with David Dean and Folklore of being on that list. It's such a weird list, Jamie Vardy, and then all those world-class players, and then David Dean, was it? That was like...
Oh, no, it's... who was the Chelsea player?
Yeah, it was a Chelsea player that's on there.
Mark Stein or something
like
that.
Mark Stein, yeah.
David Dean. Former Arsenal.
Football knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, but you're as a guest, Mark Stein proves that people can do it, but what do you reckon, Bash? I mean,
David Dean didn't do it.
David Dean? Absolutely not. What do you reckon, though? Because surely... I mean, look, if nothing else, he hasn't done it against the top sides every week. Man United have got a great defence at the moment.
No goals conceded since October from open play.
There you go, there's stats. That's what research, all paying attention, does for you there.
All knowing.
You've really added something there.
Or just being a fan yet, knowing your own club.
Couldn't tell you that defensive record. I shut it out, if I'm honest. But no, look, surely not. Surely you can't.
I think, where's the game?
Leicester's ground. King's
Got
Power.
to.
The Walker's Crisp
He's got
Stadium
to.
or whatever.
I think the thing, know what the thing is?
Filbert Street.
Is that when you're on a run like that and you've got 10 goals, everyone's just terrified of you because you're just thinking he's going to score. The crowd.
Do you think that Mike Smalling is going to be terrified of him?
Didn't he score last year against you?
I can't remember.
Got 2.
I just remember Di Maria's excellent goal. That's the only part of that game I remember.
But Jamie Vardy, I think he got 2 last year against you. So even when he was grim last year, he still scored against you. So I just think momentum with players sometimes, and I think everything, whether it's planets aligning or everything else, things keep happening.
Mystic Meg here now.
Things keep happening, and you've just come out with he's not going to do it, and you haven't let a goal in. So basically, get your money on.
It is all. It's weird, isn't it? How the world works, because if you look at the story of it, he scored the goal of the weekend to equal it. Was it Newcastle they were playing the weekend? Yeah. Which is the club that Van Nistelrooy, I think he scored his 10th against, apparently. Yeah,
it was, yeah.
And then to go to face off against Man United.
Crazy.
To play against Manchester United, that would be amazing.
Terrified.
We've got no strikers. Yeah, mate, he might have to get his boots on.
That's like the idea. So I like the idea of it, but I can't see it. But that being said, he could have had a hat trick at the weekend. You know what I mean? I know that wouldn't have affected the record.
He could get a penalty. I know it's the unthinkable almost that he get a pen against Man United, but he could get a penalty, and that's it. He slapped and he's done it, hasn't he? He got given it the pen the other week, and things like that. So I just think when everything's after 7 games, they were going, can he do it? It's just been. Now, I looked on Saturday at half-time, and they were winning 1-0, I thought, it'll be Vardy. And it was Vardy, and I think that's the thing, is that people are just expecting it. Of course, it's going to come to an end. But
Maybe this is the point where it all comes to an end. Vardy doesn't score. He goes through another 10 games now where he doesn't score. Leicester start to go down the table.
He probably won't score a goal.
This is the complete turn.
You know what I'd love him to do?
For both Leicester and Vardy.
You know how we should end is because in order for the Jamie Vardy movie or TV movie, as it's more likely to be, the ending is like 89 minutes. playing against Man United, and he goes clean through, and there's his chance. He's got the goal in his sights, and he squares it, and Ajoa just taps it in, and he gives up the record for the 3 points.
We all know he'll go through, and that will.
And he will balloon it over the bar because he's an idiot.
Because he's centre forward. What'll happen is,
wasn't that the enter me machine?
what'll happen is,
Same thing.
what'd be better is he scores, breaks the record, then he just does his hammy and then disappears in January to like Man United.
Yeah.
And his record just stands for Leicester. Doesn't have any games after it where he can't score.
Nah, that's
not
a bit
gonna
horrible. I think mine's better. Fad, let us know
That's
if
a
you're
bit
watching.
horrible.
Shut up, let us know. Let us know in the comments what you think we could make a better end to the movie. Him scoring it, obviously, is fine, but it's all a bit Hollywood, isn't it?
It's been Hollywood so far, though, hasn't it?
There's a huge gap between Hollywood and Leicester.
But he's not Hollywood. Yeah, exactly. The
Vardy's
world's
not
most
Hollywood.
English man is not Hollywood.
I'm Danny Dyer.
You know what, mate?
Vardy.
Exactly. That'd be
You're
amazing.
chatting.
I'm going down the street.
And you're going to get banged.
I heard that out of context then. Should I be worried?
You've seen the size of him to me. I'm just saying Vardy's after you. Vardy said it.
I'm just telling you all I heard was get banged, and I'm just questioning.
I saw that match today referring to
What's going on here? He's been in a warehouse at 3 a.m. and he's on about getting the hay. Have you seen this? The hay
You
here.
keep starting it, mate. You keep starting it.
The hay in the soft.
Ride the horse tranquilizer, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, what wound me up at the weekend was I don't know, was it match today when they were describing him as being like Ian Rush?
Oh yeah.
He's exactly like Ian Rush. Yeah. Ian scored all the goals, Rush, or Jamie Vardy, who scored some goals.
Ian Rush is probably hanging himself somewhere after that comparison. No, my career's been useless now.
Rushy can just
Ian
get
Rush
in
at
touch to let us know
Newcastle.
you're all right.
He got 1 goal for
Against
Newcastle
Hughes.
against Everton in
I
the
was
FA
there.
Cup and knocked us out.
I was there for that.
That was why.
There's a great story.
Slid in.
I've not told us on Boston yet, but all my mates are Evertonians. They had a spare ticket, so I went to see that game, and Ian Rushy was my boyhood hero. Come off the bench and scored the winner to knock us out the FA Cup. And I couldn't celebrate because I was surrounded by...
Shut up, you had your Everton top on like Gerrard.
I had my dad's coat on because the only coat I owned was a Liverpool coat. So I had this big, oversized...
Dad owns an Everton.
Sleeves flapping.
It was typical Rush, though. It was a goal-headed score. It hit the bar, and it was going in anyway, so we just ran and toe-poked it over the line, and he's disappeared. But yeah, it did knock us out the FA Cup.
Yeah, we want to see Vardy score a few more of them. That'd be great. So yeah, how do you think... In fact, I want you to let us know in the comments below, what is the most cinematic ending that could possibly happen to Jamie Vardy's run at the weekend against Man United? The more epic, the better. But you're a better one than Baz's.
No, it's better than that one.
Go on.
Because Joe scores the winner for England in the European Championships. If that isn't Hollywood, Hollywood may as well retire.
No, but that's the... Is he going to score continually?
All the way.
Until,
He's going to score all the way.
Yes!
Vardy's ended up with 60s, breaking Dixie Dean's record. Damn you, Vardy! Damn you! Get back to Fleetwood.
The Vardy season. Wow.
And it was just that. Well, it might be like that. Remember that season Emil Heskey had for you? He got like 23 goals. The lad that scored 6 goals every year turned up for Liverpool. Got 23 goals.
Battered Germany in Munich. Battered Bayern Munich in Munich.
Scored against us in the derby. And then he just went back to 5 again, didn't he? Oh yeah, he's giving it all that money, yeah. DJ.
Friend of the show, or at least the channel, Emil Heskey. If you're watching, Emil...
He's a man, Emil, but he did have a bit of a Vardy-ish, didn't he? Had the Vardy season, and he played for Leicester.
Yeah, exactly. But I just think that Vardy's probably going to fail to get the record and then slide into it, find obscurity for the rest of his life. Until someone else in like 20 years' time comes close to it again, and we're looking through the list and going, wow, Sturridge, wow, Van Nistelrooy, wow, X, Y, and Z, and go, Vardy?
Is he going to be like Rooney?
My boy's going to be like, Dad, who's Vardy? And I'm like... Vaguely recall some really English fella in Don A trainees doing really well for a few weeks. Like, I don't know what it was. Anyway, there you go. Let us know, can Vardy do it? Can he break the record? If you just want to put a simple yes or no, just do that. But if you really want to expand, I want your Hollywood endings in the comments below. Subscribe to the Ball Street YouTube channel. We've discussed Liverpool smashing City, Man United's title winning form, Everton smashing Villa. It's been a good one so far this week. Still to come, we're going to be picking our player of the weekend as well, so watch out for that.